Hi guys, welcome to Sylvia Baroque with sylviabaroque.com. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the current sell-off in the tech sector, and we're going to discuss, is the tech sector sell-off over yet? Stay tuned. Before I start guys, make sure you subscribe to my free Discord chat. I will post the link just below. This is a great way to connect with other traders and become a better trader as well. Let's start right away with the Qs, which is the Nasdaq Etf, and see what are the current support and resistance level and why it is important to understand also the market cycles when you look at this kind of environment. Before we start, I would like to go back on the chart and explain to you what kind of market cycle we are currently in and how those change over and over again. I think this is a very important topic, guys, and I know a lot of traders ignore that, unfortunately, but I do think this is actually key to understand those market cycles in order to be a successful trader. Now, if I go back here after coronavirus, we see here a very nice uptrend, very nice strong momentum to the upside, small pullbacks. This is exactly this phase where you want to be invested in, you want to put money to work for you, and of course being able to capitalize on those. At some point this phase is over, and after that most of the time we enter either accumulation phase or distribution phase. What happened here after this nice uptrending phase? We entered after that some kind of accumulation phase where we see upside down here, high volatility, not clear if the market wants to go up or down. What happened here after this huge move is that the tech sector or the Qs pulled back, tried to reject this resistance area, pulled back again, made support, and as you can see here, we made new high, everything looked fine, but then all of a sudden we saw this sell-off, and this is exactly why those phases are very hard to trade, guys. It is not clear if we are in an uptrend, and normally what happens is that you see those upside down moves where you're not sure, is this now the beginning maybe of something different, maybe the beginning of a downtrend, and you don't know this yet. The volatility is high, as you can see here, and it is ranging. So that kind of market cycle, it is also tradable, of course, but you know, you have to understand how to trade that. You cannot apply the same strategy during this period of time like in the phase where everything went straight up and had nice trend and it was easy to trade. At some point we exited this phase here and we started a very nice long uptrend as well. Similar situation to the previous one, nice uptrend, small pullbacks, everything goes straight up. It's very nice and easy to trade here, and of course to make some nice profits. But of course also here at some point this is over, guys, and at some point we saw here volatility increased based of course on the yields and everything what we know what happened. And after that Nasdaq tried to bounce off this support area. It couldn't bounce and it made here actually a nice resistance area, pulled back, broke the lows and tested another big support area, which is actually right around here, bounced off this support area, and now we are just in the middle of the chart going still upside down, increased volatility, everything is unclear. So guys, this is for now no indication that the sell-off is over yet, but this is an indication that we're currently in a difficult phase where it is much harder to trade compared to the previous phase, which means you have to adjust your size, you have to adjust your positions, you have to adjust your setups. You cannot trade breakouts, for example. It will be much harder to trade breakouts. So for now, the most important level is here, this short-term level, and we need to see if we're going to hold that. And if we hold this current level, this is the 309 area, then we might see a bounce here to the upside. Or what would happen is that we break this level. In this case, we might see a test into the previous low, which is 296. 296 is very important support level, guys. This was actually here, back here, as you can see, breakout area. It was resistance, tested a couple of times here, and after that broke out, pulled back into this support area very nicely to see. and we saw a couple of days ago as well that it was tested here a couple of times. So this is very important to recognize, guys, before entering any trade or planning any trade. And as I mentioned before, if we break this short-term support, we might test the 296, and from there we need to see if we're going to hold this level, or maybe we continue lower, break this and go even below the 200 moving average. So we don't know this yet. All we know as traders is, of course, our support and resistance areas, and for now everything will be fine if we hold 309 and 296. If we start go lower, we might see more sell-off, and by then we will have to rethink our strategy and revisit, of course, and discuss one more time. Also, another bad sign here is that this resistance was tested a couple of times. We have here 2 times, 3 times, and now we see actually lower highs. So every time you see lower highs, this is of course not the best thing you would want to see if you're long or looking for long setups, which means we might see a little bit more of sell-off pressure here, but as long as we hold this big support area of 296, everything should be fine. So for me, currently the sell-off is not over yet. We might continue lower, but those are the 2 most important areas where we should pay attention to, and of course be prepared if something like that happens. Also, we see a lot of stocks from the tech sector which are selling off huge. For example, Apple, Peloton, TR, a lot of those stocks are just taking a hit, making huge sell-off, which should be also translated for us as traders and some great opportunity to start buying at lower prices. So we need to rethink our decision before we make any trade, and be prepared, of course, and take advantage of this sell-off, because as we know, those things can bounce very fast back, and at some point we will wish we bought that at this certain price, but we would be late. So that's it for now, guys. I hope this video with those cycles and support and resistance areas helped you a little bit more to understand the current market situation. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to me, and I will be happy to see you also in my chat room and trade with you and discuss trade ideas there. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.